Emperor Dantivarman, the story of a valiant Pallava Empire. Once upon a time, among the great empires of South India, the Pallava Empire stood as a formidable force against the Cholas and Pandyas. The Pallavas, who ruled with Kanchipuram as their capital, left their indelible mark in many fields like art, literature, and architecture. From 795 CE to 846 CE, Dantivarman ascended the throne of such a glorious Pallava dynasty. The reign of Dantivarman, the son of Nandivarman II, was a long period that witnessed numerous challenges and victories for the Pallava Empire. Dantivarman's family background, Rashtrakuta connection. Dantivarman, the Pallava king, was born to Nandivarman II, also known as Pallava Malan, and the Rashtrakuta princess Riva. This Rashtrakuta connection became an important chapter in Pallava history. Although Dantivarman's maternal grandfather, Danadurga, belonged to a part of the Rashtrakuta Empire, conflicts occasionally arose between the Pallavas and the Rashtrakutas. Later, Rashtrakuta kings Dhruva and Govinda III also invaded the Pallava country. These familial ties influenced Dantivarman's political moves and battles. Dantivarman's wife was Akalanimati. She belonged to the Kadamba royal family. Their son was the famous Nandivarman III, who later ruled the Pallava Empire. This marital alliance helped Dantivarman gain the support of the Kadambas during difficult times. Ascension to the throne and challenges. When Dantivarman ascended the throne, the Pallava Empire was already facing several challenges. In the south, the influence of the Pandyas was growing. During Dantivarman's long reign from 795 CE to 846 CE, a period of 51 years, the Pallavas' influence gradually began to wane. In particular, the Pandya invasions reduced the Pallava territories to areas around Kanchipuram. In 803 CE, Rashtrakuta Emperor Govinda III defeated Dantivarman and entered Kanchipuram. This defeat was a major setback for Dantivarman. Accepting the suzerainty of the Rashtrakutas, Dantivarman was forced to pay tribute. Furthermore, Srikantha, the Telugu Chola king, conquered Tondamandalam and appointed Abhimanasati, a member of a younger branch of the Pallavas, as its ruler. Consequently, Dantivarman sought refuge in the Kadamba country. Valiant battles and revival. Even during this critical period, Dantivarman did not lose heart. No inscriptions of Dantivarman are found from the 21st year to the 49th year of his reign from 818 CE to 845 CE. This indicates an interim period caused by the dominance of the Telugu Cholas. However, in his 49th regnal year, with the help of his crown prince, Nandivarman III, he regained his lost territories. Nevertheless, the southern parts of the Pallava country remained under Pandya control. Among the important battles fought during this period, the Vellore-Palyam copperplates indicate that Nandivarman III won several battles. These include battles that took place during Dantivarman's reign. However, detailed information about specific acts of heroism performed directly by Dantivarman on the battlefield is limited. His reign was largely a struggle to maintain the stability of the empire. Public welfare schemes and administration. Although Dantivarman's reign was surrounded by wars, he also focused on public welfare schemes. While comprehensive data on these are scarce, the available information highlights his administrative prowess. The Swastik Well Tiruvelarai, a significant construction, was built in 800 CE during Dantivarman's reign by one of his generals, Kambanarayan. Built entirely of stone and shaped like the auspicious swastik, this stepwell is an excellent testament to the Pallavas' water management and their commitment to fulfilling the needs of the people. Its grandeur, with steps facilitating water extraction even in summer, was known as Maarpidugu Perunkanu, Maarpidugu Great Well, associated with one of Dantivarman's titles, Maarpidugu. It was essential for the livelihood of the local people, providing drinking water and irrigation water, even during dry periods. Some historical sources state that Dantivarman built the Kailasanathar Temple in Alambakkam, Trichy district, and excavated a lake there, naming it Maarpidugu Eri, meaning Maarpidugu Lake, after one of his titles, Maarpidugu. This is another proof of Dantivarman's concern for water management and the welfare of his people. Temple maintenance and funding. Dantivarman also excelled in religious devotion. There is an inscription of Dantivarman in the Parthasarathy Temple in Tiruvelarai, Chennai. It mentions a land grant to the temple. Inscriptions concerning the Pallava Perumal Temple in Tiruvelarai also belong to Dantivarman's period. Among the two rock-cut temples in this complex, two inscriptions belong to the period of Nandivarman II and another to Dantivarman's period, that is from 796 CE to 847 CE. This indicates that Pallava kings gave importance to the development and maintenance of temples. His support for already built temples and his encouragement for new constructions are noteworthy. Tiruvelarai Pallava Perumal Temple. This temple is believed to have been built by the Pallavas. Inscriptions from Dantivarman's reign are found here. Alambakkam Kailasanathar Temple. According to some sources, Dantivarman may have built this temple. Dantivarman's inscription in Nanjai Periyakaville. A portion of Dantivarman's inscription is found on the wall of the Mandapam of the Nanjai Periyakaville, built by the later Chola Emperor Rashtrakuta Chola. This is a two-line inscription written in Grantha script. It suggests that Rashtrakuta Chola might have used the remnants of older temples like a Brahmakuttam nearby during his construction work. This inscription serves as evidence for the existence of a Brahmakuttam temple during Dantivarman's time. Dantivarman's titles. Dantivarman is said to have had titles such as Maarpidugu, Kovasaya, Tenavikramavarman, and Varamegan. The title Maarpidugu is associated with the Tiruvelarai Swastik Well. This name might have referred to the immense construction of that well. Furthermore, as his reign witnessed many wars and challenges, Maarpidugu could also signify the strength to crush enemies. The reign of a warrior. In conclusion, Dantivarman's reign was a crucial period for the Pallava Empire. Although he ruled for a long time, his reign was primarily characterized by continuous conflicts with the Rashtrakutas, Pandyas, and Telugu Cholas. Amidst such challenges, Dantivarman endeavored to maintain his kingdom and support artistic and religious development. His son, Nandivarman III, recovered the lost territories during his reign and brought a new resurgence to the Pallava Empire. Dantivarman's story remains in history as the tale of a warrior encompassing the decline and subsequent revival of an empire. We will continue to explore the Pallava kings and their magnificent artistic creations in the upcoming series. Please watch our other posts and subscribe to our playlist to encourage us. Thank you.